Have you ever met someone who always seems to know things, like they notice stuff others don't? Situations, people, random events. It's like they see hidden patterns everywhere. Sounds magical, right? Well, for an INFJ, what many call the advocate in the MBTI world, this is just normal. Today, we're talking about them and their connection to the sage archetype, a symbol commonly used in Jungian psychology. But it's not just about intuition, okay? There's way more to it. So stick around. By the end of this video, you'll understand what makes their perspective so unique, and maybe learn something about yourself too. Alright, let's break it down. The sage archetype, in its broadest sense, is associated with wisdom, the search for deeper understanding, and the quest for knowledge. We're talking about seekers, philosophers, individuals who do not just live life, they want to understand it. Think about figures like Yoda, Gandalf, or certain modern-day thought leaders. The sage is someone who lives for uncovering truth, finding patterns, and connecting the dots. INFJs, however, are not only seekers of truth, but also builders of the future. They don't just observe life, they envision it differently and seek to transform it through their insights. Now, what ties INFJs to this archetype? It all starts with their dominant cognitive function, introverted intuition. Introverted intuition is like a super advanced perception system. It doesn't just tell you where to go. Oh no, it predicts traffic, the weather, even the mood of the driver next to you. Introverted intuition, however, is more than just predictive. It is a perception of underlying patterns that comes together over time, often through abstract or seemingly unrelated impressions. It gathers subtle data from the world, often unnoticed by others, and synthesizes it into insights that feel almost like flashes of understanding. INFJs use introverted intuition to see beyond the surface. For them, it's never just, what's happening? It's, why is this happening? And what does it mean for the future? Picture an INFJ at a party. While everyone's chatting, laughing, and talking about the latest Netflix series, they're observing. They notice the slightly tense smile, someone checking their watch every 2 minutes, and that person constantly glancing at the door. And what do? They collect these details, connect the dots, and within minutes, they've pieced together a full narrative. Like, the one checking their watch is waiting for someone who hasn't shown up. The person near the door? They're anxious about something. And the tense smile? Just trying to keep it together. Amazing, right? But introverted intuition doesn't just predict. It connects the past, present, and future in a web of meaning. But hold on. It's not all sunshine. This wisdom, though, it's not always a gift. Sometimes, seeing so clearly can feel isolating. Not everyone wants to hear deep truths or dive into life's complexities. And then what? INFJs can feel frustrated, like when you try to explain something you deeply understand, and people just stare at you like you're from another planet. It happens a lot, trust me. And that's where their second function comes in. FE, extroverted feeling. Thanks to extroverted feeling, INFJs can emotionally connect with others. It helps them translate their intuition into something people can understand and accept. This is what makes INFJs amazing counselors, mentors, friends. Because what's the point of all that wisdom if you can't share it? Extroverted feeling also allows INFJs to respond to the emotional needs of others, facilitating harmony and understanding in their social circles. They don't just share insights, they also help others navigate their emotions, making them invaluable guides in times of emotional turmoil. Let's not forget the other two key functions of an INFJ. Introverted thinking, TI. This helps them structure their insights logically. Like, okay, I understand this, but how do I explain it? That's introverted thinking at work. Introverted thinking allows INFJs to logically structure their insights, ensuring that their complex ideas make sense. It enables them to clarify their own perceptions and test the coherence of their thoughts. Without introverted thinking, their ideas could remain abstract and ungrounded, which is why it's so crucial for them to refine their thinking process. Extraverted sensing. This connects them to the present, to practical experiences. Even though it's their weakest function, it's the one that reminds them to enjoy the moment, to live, not just think. Extraverted sensing may be their weakest function, but it still serves a vital purpose. It helps INFJs remain grounded in the present and enjoy the immediate sensory experiences of life. Without it, they could become overly immersed in abstract thoughts, losing touch with the physical world around them. But back to the sage, every archetype has a shadow side. For the sage, the shadow shows up when their insights are ignored or misunderstood. INFJs might retreat inward, become hypercritical, think, "No one will ever really understand me." Sounds dramatic? Sure, but it's real. This shadow aspect can be particularly evident when their intuitive insights are dismissed or when they feel alienated from others. INFJs can fall into the trap of self-isolation, believing that others simply cannot grasp the depth of their understanding. They may even begin to believe that their perspective is the only valid one, leading to feelings of superiority or frustration. How do they grow? By balancing all their functions, developing their introverted thinking to sharpen their logic, embracing their extroverted sensing to stay present, and using their extroverted feeling to share their wisdom without fearing they won't be understood. And most importantly, practicing self-compassion, because not everyone will see what they see, and that's okay. Growth for the INFJ also requires integrating their shadow, embracing their extroverted sensing to reconnect with the present moment, and allowing their introverted thinking to refine their logic. Only through the balance of these functions can they evolve from sages to guides, offering wisdom with both depth and clarity. So next time you meet an INFJ, and you catch them lost in thought, remember, they're not just daydreaming, they're probably unraveling the mysteries of the universe, or trying to figure out what your actions really mean. And if you're an INFJ, know that your depth is a gift, unique. And when you learn to balance it, you're not just a sage, you're a guide, someone who lights the way for others. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, drop a comment, leave a like, and share it with someone who might need a little sage energy in their life. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.